I started with goats that could survive anything, but they could not give me the money I needed. Every morning I would wake up early, walk to the pen, stand there quietly, and just look at them. They were strong. They could survive dry seasons, eat almost anything, and rarely got sick. Anyone looking at them would say, "These are good goats." But deep inside, I knew something was missing. When it came to milk, there was almost nothing to show. And that's when one question changed everything in my life. What if I could keep the strength but add serious milk production? That one question is what took me from local goats to something close to luxury. When I began, I didn't have money to buy expensive animals. All I had were my local goats. These goats were not attractive in the market. No one was coming to my farm asking for milk. In fact, most people around me kept goats just for meat or emergencies. You sell one when you have a problem, and that's it. But I noticed something very important. These local goats had something powerful: survival. They could walk long distances looking for food. They could survive harsh weather. They gave birth easily. Even when others were struggling, these goats were still standing. That's when I learned my first lesson. Never underestimate your local goats. They are your foundation. If I had rushed to remove them and replace everything with expensive goats, I would have failed very fast, because I didn't yet have the knowledge, the feeding system, or the management to handle delicate animals. So instead of rushing, I started thinking. At some point, I had to be honest with myself. Was I keeping goats just to have animals, or was I building a business? That question forced me to sit down and think clearly about my direction. I didn't want to just say I have goats. I wanted milk. I wanted daily income. I wanted something that could grow and change my life. So I made a clear decision. My goats must start producing serious milk. That decision became my turning point, because when your goal is clear, your decisions become easier. Now I knew what I was looking for. One day I visited another farmer. His goats looked different from mine: bigger bodies, cleaner coats, and they looked more organized. But what shocked me the most was not how they looked. It was the milk. When he started milking, I just stood there watching. The milk was flowing in a way I had never seen before. That moment opened my eyes. That's when I first understood the power of crossbreeding. He told me something very simple but very powerful. He said, "You don't need to throw away your local goats, just improve them." Improve them. That sentence stayed in my mind. Not replace, improve. That's when I started learning about dairy breeds like the Saanen goat, the Toggenburg goat, and the Alpine goat. These goats were built for milk. Their whole body was designed for milk production, and I realized this was the missing piece in my farm. But I didn't rush. I didn't go and spend all my money buying many goats. I made one simple but powerful move. I got access to a good buck, a strong, healthy, proven dairy buck from a reliable source, and I used it on my local female goats. That was the beginning of everything. I remember the waiting period. It felt long. Every day I would check on the goats, watching for signs, hoping everything would go well. I was both excited and nervous because I didn't know exactly what to expect. Then one day the kids started coming, and immediately I could see the difference. They looked different, their bodies were better, they had a certain quality that my local goats didn't have. That's when I learned another lesson. One good decision can change everything, and in goat farming, one good buck can change your entire herd. Those first kids were what we call the first cross. Not fully exotic, not fully local, but something in between. And honestly, they were perfect for my situation. They still had the strength of the local goats. They could survive, they were active, and they were not too demanding. But at the same time, they had improved milk potential. That's when I understood something very important. Balance is better than extremes. Many people think success comes from going big immediately. But in reality, success comes from moving step by step, especially in farming. As time went on, I saw other farmers making a big mistake. They wanted fast results, so they rushed to get goats that were almost 100% exotic. At first, those goats looked impressive, but after some time, problems started showing. They needed more feed than the farmers could provide. They became sick more often. Some could not handle the local weather, and in some cases, farmers lost those goats. That's when I learned a hard truth. The more exotic your goat becomes, the more sensitive it becomes. So I made a decision. I would not rush. I would grow step by step. As my goats improved, something else became very clear. They needed better feeding. Before, my local goats could survive on anything. But now these improved goats needed quality feeding to express their full potential. So I changed my approach. I improved the pasture. I started selecting better grasses. I added supplements where possible. I made sure they had clean water all the time. At first it felt like extra work, but slowly I started seeing results. Milk started increasing, the goats looked healthier, their bodies improved, and that's when I learned one of the biggest lessons in goat farming. Good genetics without good feeding is useless. You can have the best goat in the world, but if you don't feed it well, you will never see its true value. Another change I made was in housing. Before, my goats could stay anywhere, but now I had to be more intentional. I built a simple shelter, nothing too expensive, but it was clean, dry, and had good airflow. I made sure rain could not disturb them. I reduced overcrowding. I kept the place clean. And again, I saw the difference. Because improved goats need better management. They reward you when you take care of them properly. At some point, I started doing something I had never done before. I started keeping records. At first, it felt unnecessary. I would ask myself, why should I write all this down? But I continued. I recorded which goat gave birth to which kid, which ones grew faster, which ones produced more milk. And after some time, that information became very powerful because now I could clearly see which goats were performing well and which ones were not. So I made another important decision. Keep the best, remove the rest. That is how real improvement happens on a farm. You don't improve by keeping everything. You improve by selecting what works and letting go of what doesn't. As my goats improved, I also became more serious about their health. I started regular deworming. I followed vaccination schedules. I kept their environment clean because I realized something very important. The better your goats become, the more you must protect them. You cannot be careless with improved animals. Time passed. Slowly, step by step, things started changing. Milk was no longer a problem. Now I had more than enough. People started noticing. Some came asking to buy milk, others wanted to buy goats for breeding, and for the first time my goats were not just animals in the pen, they became a source of income. Real income, something I could depend on. Looking back, I didn't start with luxury goats. I didn't start with big money. I started with simple local goats. The same goats many people overlook. But through the right decisions, the right improvements, and patience, I transformed them from local to something close to luxury. And if there is one thing I want you to remember, it is this. You don't need to start big. You just need to start right. Start with what you have. Improve it step by step. Be patient, feed your goats well, manage them properly, and make decisions based on your goal. Because in the end, success in goat farming is not about how many goats you start with. It's about how well you grow them. If you found this helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more practical goat farming tips that can help you grow your farm successfully. Click the video on the screen now to learn more about goats. Thanks.